So you guys already knew when I did a video on the whole Transformers thing and the whole non-binary stupid robot and all this other garbage that's happening with Transformers. You already knew that show media websites were going to come out and try to defend the show by doing what? Obviously calling you a homophobe, calling you this, calling you that, transphobic, whatever the word they want to use, they're going to call you that word. And of course, I have a great example of this. This one comes from Pink News, and I don't know how I found Pink News. All I know is I just Googled the whole Transformers thing and this popped up. I'm going to assume that this is the LGBTQ website, just going based off the whole thing that they have a support LGBTQ rights at the top. I don't know what rights they don't have yet, considering, but that's up there. But this article says, bigots are raging at Transformers cartoon with a non-binary binary system alien robot. I had to throw that in there because we need to be factual here. Written by someone who's probably either gay or non-binary themselves. I'm not even going to bother clicking on their profile because I really don't give a shit. Of course, this is what we have here, right? So this is what to be expected when it comes to TV shows like this that obviously pander to a very, very small community, and they want to make themselves feel as if there's some sort of higher on the superiority list or some sort of like higher on the morality list, which a lot of them feel like they're definitely morally superior. This is where we're at. You get articles like this. They try to call you a bigot, call you racist, call you this, call you that, homophobic, whatever. They love saying these words that have no meaning anymore because it's all they can do. They don't have power with anything else. They can only call you names, and that's it. So we're going to get into this terrible article. But before we do, of course, guys, just consider giving me a like so you can push us out into the YouTube algorithm and subscribe to the channel because I'm working my way to 18,000 subscribers. It says bigots are furious at Transformers cartoon with a non-binary robot from outer space claiming the kids' classic is after your children. Now, they do this all the time, right? What do? They always try to downplay your argument by making it seem like you're the crazy one for complaining about something like this. And they try to say, oh, well, it's just a non binary robot from outer space. It's a robot from outer space. It's not real. So if it's not real, what does it matter? Well, again, the same argument that I bring up all the time that none of them can ever seem to answer is if it's not supposed to matter to change something, then why did it matter to change it in the first place? Can you answer that? Can any woke person answer that, please? Why does changing the source material or adding some sort of fake diversity and representation matter in something that you personally say doesn't matter? You say these cartoons don't matter, they're fake, they're kid shows, all this other stuff. So why does all this representation that's obviously fake and made for woke points on Twitter, why does it matter? Nobody can seem to answer that. It says they've only just discovered Nightshade, a character introduced in 2022 in the first season of TV series Transformers Earthspark, which premiered on Paramount Plus. The character uses they them pronouns and says he or she just doesn't fit who I am. Well, that's obvious because you're a fucking robot and you wouldn't be using English language pronouns anyway. Not only that, I said this in my last video, pronouns are not something that you are supposed to singularly claim. You're not supposed to claim yourself to be he, she in the sense of a conversation. Those are meant to be used to describe someone else in context. So why are you going around saying, yeah, my name is blah, 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 I'm she, they? Like, that's not how that works, you know? But again, they don't really care how it works because they're narcissists, right? So they want to be able to control the entire conversation. They want to be able to control the entire narrative. That's what they need to do. It says on Thursday, 11th of May, the right-wing account Libs of TikTok caught onto this and shared their thoughts on the inclusion of non-binary characters in the cartoon. The account posted a clip from the show to its more than 2 million Twitter followers and captioned it, "They're after your kids." Libs of TikTok, which shares queer content with its anti-LGBTQ plus following, but the funny thing is, there's a lot of gay people that follow Libs of TikTok. The fact that you try to make it into this anti-LGBTQ thing is ridiculous. You're lying. You're lying through your teeth. If there's even one gay person that follows Libs of TikTok, your entire narrative falls apart. You realize that. If even one gay person follows them, and I know for a fact there's hundreds of people that follow Libs of TikTok that are LGBTQ. I would even say more than that, but I'm going to be conserved and say, let's say a few hundred, but it's definitely more, without a doubt. So their entire narrative falls apart right off the bat. Oh, it's anti-LGBTQ content. You're full of shit. You're just mad because you don't have 2 million followers on Twitter. Has it been associated with bomb threats made to U.S. hospitals, and its founder, Shia Rashik, was quickly shut down in March when she attempted to speak to U.S. politician Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Oh, you mean AOC, the one who ran away from the conversation? Wasn't shut down. she wasn't shut down at all. AOC ran away from the conversation. She wanted to have a conversation with AOC and she ran away, literally right off the bat. Once she found out who Chaya was. So again, you're lying. You're lying through your teeth because it makes it seem inconvenient for you when the truth comes out. Man, there's a lot of good articles on this website. I might start using this to be my next show media website to get articles from. So you might see pink news in the future. Who knows? In a recent clip, Nightshade shares their they them pronouns. See, that entire sentence just sounds retarded. With character Sam, whose pronouns we learn are she they. This has sent bigots into a spin. Let's watch this video since we didn't get to watch this video last time on the last video. Sorry for the bad quality, but this is how it is. Check it out.
My pronouns are they, them.
Of course, you got the rainbow handbag. Like, it's just shocking, right? Shocking.
I'm Sam. I'm she, they, but you already know that.
You see how even the characters in the show are very awkward about what they're experiencing? Like, they're extremely awkward around it all. But that's because it is ingenuine. It's not a genuine interaction.
Wow, what an amazing city.
I'm sorry for how I reacted.
Now, here comes the part that I have the biggest problem with, and I've said this in my last video. They tried to make it seem as if, because again, this is all indoctrination, right? Look, she even has the LGBTQ flag pinned on her chest. This is the problem with LGBTQ activists. They make being gay or lesbian or bisexual or trans their entire fucking personality to the point where it's nauseating, to the point where you are vomiting rainbows just even being in the vicinity of them. It's ridiculous. They have no real human personality. They are LGBTQ robots. This is what they do. It's so stupid. But this is the problem. So obviously this show is for indoctrination. We know that. That's very clear. But the issue is that they're trying to indoctrinate kids with the idea that the moment someone identifies as a they, them, non-binary person, that automatically makes them safe to be around. I do not like that notion. That is a dangerous notion to have, and you're trying to make it seem as if non-binary people are all safe to be around, and I call absolute bullshit because there has been plenty of they fucking thems who have done absolutely terrible shit to children, with children, or in general, that they are not an automatic safe haven for people at all, and you trying to push this ideology on kids is bullshit to me.
Sometimes the world can be a scary place.
She's gonna say it right here, watch.
It's hard to know who's dangerous or not.
That's true.
Let me skip ahead just in case of copyright. I don't want to get copyrighted. This is where it says it. She says, hey, it's okay, and then she mentions it, watch.
It's okay. I know I'm safe when I'm with my friends or other non-binary people.
You see what I'm saying? Like, how are you automatically safe because someone is non-binary? How? How is that a thing? The fact that you're even trying to make that into a thing just goes to show where your true intentions lie. I don't even need. God, I'm gonna finish the clip just for context. But again, I hate this shit.
Non-binary?
People who aren't female or male. Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have assumed.
I always knew my pronouns felt right, but what a wonderful word.
So again, you guys have seen this clip already many times. They say that they, them, or being non-binary is exactly the way they feel. And of course you're going to feel that way because you're a fucking robot and you're not a person. You wouldn't go by she, he because you don't have either. But again, this is just them putting in virtue signaling stuff into a kid's TV show. It says another Twitter user posted the question, is this something you want your children to watch? Absolutely not. Since the character's debut, non-binary fans of Transformers have said they felt represented by Nightshade's role. Who has said that? Aside from maybe a couple of freaks on Twitter, who has said that? One Twitter user expressed how important Nightshade is to them and wrote that having a character who exists so vocally and freely as non-binary within my favorite franchise has genuinely made me cry on several occasions. Representation matters. You are weak. You are weak. I'm sorry, but you are absolutely weak. If you are crying at the Transformers TV show because you finally see a non-binary person on screen, you are weak. It's just plain and simple. You're weak and you're being affirmed by people who don't give a shit about your mental illness. It's just plain as day. You have a mental illness problem. Whether you want to admit that to yourself or not, that's up to you. That you have to live with it. I don't. But these people clearly don't want to live with it either, which is why they affirm you. They validate you because they feel like the faster they do that, the faster you're going to leave them alone because that's all they want. They just want you to leave them alone. You're constantly in people's faces about this shit. They just want you to leave them alone. So, of course, they're going to try to validate you to get you out of their face as fast as possible. So, all in all, this website just complains nonstop about how bad it is to be LGBTQ in a country that literally panders to LGBTQ 24/7. And I can only imagine what more backlash and fallout is going to happen from Transformers as more and more people tend to probably check out the show to see exactly how terrible it is or report on it and how terrible it is. So, anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.